Hello everyone, and welcome to the tutorial on how to register a domain name in the Ascio Portal. Now, what kind of domains are you actually able to register through the Ascio Portal? And just briefly, you are able to register all gTLDs, the largest selection of ccTLDs, and all new gTLDs that are actually possible to register. Now, what kind of information is required to register a specific domain name? That is actually a longer story. Each TLD vary a lot, so we therefore help our partners by providing a TLD kit. This is where you can find information on specific requirements for each TLD. And this is something that we recommend that you all look through before placing the actual order. It's very important that you provide all the different requirements when you place an order. So I'll show you that first when we log into the portal. And this is where we log in. And before showing you how to register the domain name, I'll quickly show you where the TLD kit is. You click on where it says TLD information. And over here on the left, you can see it says TLD kit. So you click on that and you add in the TLD that you want information on. So if you want information on a .com, you add in .com and you click search. And typically the structure is the same for all the TLDs. And you can, instead of scrolling down, just click on this link where it says register. And you'll get all the information that's that applies to that specific TLD and what's required for the actual registration. So read through this carefully so you are able to place an order with all the right information. Alright, let's jump back into the portal. The first thing we do is we click on domains and we click register. And firstly, if you've placed an order before, you can search for a previous template, or you're able to search for a previous order by the order ID if you've made one before that you want to use again. This will save you time, so you don't need to fill in all the information once again. You can also, after filling out the details below, add this order as a new template, and you do that right here. You click save as after you've added a name. All right, let's get into it. In this box, you can add in one or more domain names, depending on what you want. And just to clarify one thing from the beginning, these numbers and letters refer to specific fields in the ordering template. So when the Ascio system communicates with the different registries, each field has this little number and letter code. But you can also sometimes find information under that specific code in the TLD kit. But overall, this is not something that you need to worry about too much. All right, so once you've entered the domain names you want to register, you can choose the registration period that you want to register the domain for. Now, if you don't add anything here, the system will go by the default period which for instance for a .com domain is 1 year. So remember to fill this out. Or if you know that you are just placing a completely normal, uncomplicated order, then you can leave it blank and the system will figure it out for you. If you are registering a ccTLD, then you need to fill in the details in the domain details form. This is for more sort of complicated domains where more specific information is required. But if you're registering a normal generic domain name, this is typically not necessary. Again, I can only encourage you to look through the TLD kit to make sure that you supply the right details depending on the domain name that you are registering. Let's move on to the registrant or owner details form. Now you can search for a handle by clicking here, and alternatively you can add in all the information, and it's pretty straightforward. Registrant date, just so you know, is the birth date of the registrant, in case you had any doubts. Next you add in the administrative contact, which can either be the same as above, so you can click here to use the owner details, or you can specify specific details below, and this again is pretty straightforward. But again, if you have any questions, contact us or look up in the TLD kit. And here you add in the technical contact, the billing contact, and now we get to the name server details. So Ascio requires information on, or the details of 2 name servers. You are more than welcome to add more if you want, but this is where you do it, and if you want to add more, you just click here. Then we get to the upload documentation drop down. So for some TLDs, like the Chinese.cn or the Russian.ru, they sometimes require documentation such as a passport photo or a business registration certificate, whatever it may be. This is where you upload the documentation. And below here, if you have a DNS sec key, you can add it right here. If you don't, then don't worry about it. There's no need. The domain name purpose is also a requirement for some TLDs like .us, where they want to know if the domain name is for personal use or for educational use or a non-profit business use, whatever it may be. Again, this the TLD kits will tell you if this is a requirement, and if it's not, then you can ignore that section. And on the trademark, this doesn't always refer to an actual trademark or specific trademark information. It can, but for instance, for a TLD like .fr, they require specific information, country information, which is necessary to add in here. This would be information specific to an individual or business. But look at the TLD kit as always, and it will tell you. And once you've added in all the information that's required, you click on validate. And the system will always tell you if there's information that you've left out or need to add. And once all the information is in place, you click submit and your order is done. So that's all you need to do. Thanks for watching. And if you have any questions at all about how to register domain names, how to read the TLD kit, or any information regarding the registration of a domain name, please don't hesitate to contact your account manager or the partner service team. We're always here to help and happy to do that at any time.